With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Off the play fake, Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Prescott. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Oh, good move. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now it's Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got it! Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And that's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw is Prescott. That is caught.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A gain there of 21 yards.
That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Cowboys score.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin, it's Bijan Robinson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action now. Prescott rolling to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Now 2nd and 5.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Burrow looking to pass.
He will find his man Chase, complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he gets it down to the 32. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons have regained the lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Option play, here's Pollard.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Throwing, Prescott. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now Burrow on 1st down.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Burrow. Right back to Pitts again.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
2nd and 7.
Now Burrow. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Burrow will throw. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Robinson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
True knocks this one through the post.
And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
All right,
so
Brandon,
we have
good to
reached
get another
halftime
season
here
underway.
in the Thursday
we'll get
night
back to you guys
opener
for the second
as
half
we
of the
send you on
season
over
opener.
to
But
Orlando
first,
for
let's
Jonathan
take a look at what's
Coachman
still
at
to
our EA
come
Sports
here in the opening
halftime
weekend
report.
of the
Take it away,
NFL
Coach.
season. Plenty of good games to choose from in that early window. We'll highlight the one down in Tampa. A big test for the Bucs at home as they'll square off with the New Orleans Saints. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Carolina Panthers. And then one more to highlight, Sunday Night Football, as the national audience will see a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Prescott off play action. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it.
get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
A give to Pollard running left.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Throwing outside, complete to Chase.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Burrow. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down at 7.
They'll try and run this one right up the gun. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
1st down, Falcons.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Burrow. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, 100 points certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6. instead of throw.
On third down, Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Holding offense.
Joel Bitonio, one of the steals of the 14 draft, the culprit there. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
2nd and 6.
Brings up second down at the 10.
They toss it down to Pollard.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line.
And now here come the Cowboys.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd down, Pollard again.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Prescott. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Pollard.
Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Prescott.
That is caught.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
And again, it's Prescott. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pollard fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Pollard again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. Escaping the pressure right.
And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for the Falcons, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.